In this video, we would learn how to download a preset walking armature from a website of Adobe called Mixamo, and by modeling by ourselves, to create a walking character that can also jump and sprint in a brilliant web-based app called Spline, which can create a mobile-friendly metaverse. Here we go. The workflow is, first, we download animation and armature from Mixamo. Next, we edit it in Blender. Lastly, we create a game and launch in Spline with a mobile URL for free. Mixamo is for Adobe users, while Blender and Spline are free to use for basic functions currently. First, go to Mixamo by logging in Adobe account, choose any character, then choose animation, type walk, choose a proper walking pose that you like, and don't forget to click in place. Download the armature without the skin and then go to the next step. Next, open Blender, go to File, Import, FBX, then choose the FBX file we downloaded. Next, by clicking the timeline. The keyframe may be too much. Drag the blue bar to 0, type S0.25 to compress the keyframes, then S4 to expand the keyframes to original. By typing S and drag the cursor, place the keyframe more or less 30 frames would be enough. Click spacebar to see if the animation is still smooth enough. By selecting the armature, which is displayed by an orange border, type SX to make the armature a bit fat. Rotate the camera of viewport until we can see the front side, click Edit Mode of the armature to see a T-pose view of the bones. Use Annotate to roughly draw the shape of bones of the legs for our reference. Here you may need to refer to other videos on how to create a 3D model, or simply just use the given Mixamo model, but the Mixamo model itself may be too complex for a web-based game. We create the whole model of our character. Remember to save the file before we apply all the modifiers. First, select the object, drag cursor to modifier panel and type Shift+A to apply the modifier. Use this method to apply modifiers one by one. Then, we hold Shift key to multiply select both the model and the armature. Armature need to have orange border in order to be an active object. Press Ctrl P to select with empty group, because we will paint the weight paint ourselves. Hide the body by pressing H, select the leg and go to Edit Mode. Rotate the viewport to front angle, toggle the X-ray in order to see select all the vertices. Type 1 to let the cursor select the vertices. Click the green triangle to open Vertex Group menu. Click the little triangle to see drop-down typing menu. Type leg to filter the related groups. Select the left up leg vertices, go to right side, click Mixamo rig left up leg, then click Assign button. Ensure the weight is 1.000. Do the remaining parts to assign what you like. Next, click Weight Paint, then Weights, then Smooth. In the bottom left black panel, subset Set to All Groups. Change the iterations into 5. The higher the value, the smoother the weight paint is. Assign the materials by your preference. Click on Viewport Overlays, toggle Face Orientation. This step is important as we need to check if we flip the normal of a face of a model. It has to be all blue in color. If you find any face that appears as red in Edit mode, select that mesh, click Mesh, then Normals, then Flip. Next, press Shift+D in order to duplicate armature. Go to Pose Mode, and Pose, Clear Transform, and All. Next, click on this Record button to record a proxy animation. Hover the cursor to the viewport and then type G and click the mouse. An animation is recorded. Don't forget to name the animations properly. In Layer Panel, click the walking armature, drop down to Animation icon. Double-click and name the animation to an easily recognizable name like Walking. The last step in Blender is to export as FBX file. We must firstly select body and the 2 armatures and export as FBX. Then, limited to selected objects. In object types, make sure only armature and mesh are in blue and others are deselected as gray. Now, drag your FBX to Spline web app. Delete the start in events. Add a new event called Game Control to ensure the character is towards the appropriate direction. Then the last part for gaming is to assign walking animation to walk and assign nothing animation to idle. Here we go. At the same time we can delete unnecessary animation but to remain walking and nothing for the character.
Thanks for watching. Please follow Angry HK from Instagram and this channel for more updated info.